Tonight, in the city by the bay, the Giants look for some revenge against the Marlins. A young and powerful Miami lineup dominated the series last week in South Beach. And now the Giants return home after a long road trip and try to turn the tide in Game 1 of the series. Giants-Marlins, next.
Giants are back home. We're at AT Park as we get ready for a nice, long homestand. This is Game 1 of a 3-game series. Giants-Marlins, welcome to NBC Sports Bay Area, and it's powered by Xfinity. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, the Giants go 4-6 on this past trip. 3 of those 6 losses came to the Marlins. So the Giants would like to turn the tables on the Marlins. And it's a couple of left-handers in this game.
Well, a rematch between Caleb Smith, the lefty for the Marlins, taking on Andy Suarez for the Giants. Suarez has really been very, very good. And it seems every time he goes back out on that mound, he gets a little bit more confidence. And not only that, the team behind him gets a little more confidence in his abilities as well. But for the Giants, who will have the home field advantage, it's going to get back to one thing, re-cranking up the offense. And hopefully they can get that thing going tonight as they start a long homestand.
10 games at home. They're 19-11. At home here in this beautiful ballpark. No Crawford, Tomlinson at short. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our NBC Sports Bay Area studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
Sports Bay Area is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. And by Jack in the Box. Try the $5.99 Jack Spicy Chicken Club combo with toasted sourdough. New from Jack in the Box.
Well, that's a nice view. Your Giants are back in the Bay for a nice long time, kicking off a 10-game homestand this evening, and 20 of their next 26 contests are going to be right here at AT Park. So Giants fans, settle in. They're going to kick off a 3-game series with the Miami Marlins this evening. Welcome back to our broadcast, everybody. I'm Amy Gutierrez. So depth, the Giants have it. Nick Hundley, a big part of it. He's last year's Willie Mack Award winner, and he's absolutely thrived as Buster's backup. He makes every opportunity count. Half of his hits this season have been extra base hits, including yesterday's 2-run home run. We're going to take a look back at it. It is our smart play. It's brought to you by your Northern California Ford dealers. Hundley took rookie Caleb Ferguson deep, and I mean deep, a no-doubter, 432 feet. Gave the Giants a 2-run lead and helped them salvage a win versus the Dodgers. Great momentum starter heading into this 10-game homestand, and Nick said that he expects big things over these next 10 contests, and if the Giants are going to win their division, they have to win at home. So it starts here tonight. Andrew Suarez will be on the bump for your Giants. Kelby Tomlinson back. Crawford's on paternity leave. Lineup's first pitch. Kruk and Kite, it's all coming your way. Stay with us.
To lead the Giants out of the dugout to start this homestand. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Hey, get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open every day. Chilly here tonight, 61 degrees. You see the winds and the humidity, and it is cool and it is breezy, and that's the way it'll be the rest of the night. Marlins lineup is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Castro, Anderson, and then Real Muto, who really hurt the Giants last week, followed by Bohr, Mabin, and then Lewis Brinson, the very fine young center fielder, Rojas, Rivera, and then Caleb Smith, who will be on the hill.
On the hill tonight for the Giants, opening up their game one of this homestand, will be the left-hander Andy Suarez. Andy Suarez is 6 feet tall. He's 190 pounds. He's 25 years of age, and he is a true rookie. This is start number 11, and he's been good. 2-4 with a 4.92 ERA. But look at the strikeouts. 50 strikeouts against 11 walks in 53 innings, and that gives you an idea of what type of stuff he has. You'll see low to mid-90s, more lows than mids with the fastball, but he will 2-4 seam it. He got a curveball, slider, and a changeup, and he pretty much will throw anything at any time. He's got that type of confidence. And let's check out the defense playing behind Andy Suarez tonight, starting in the Giants outfield from left to right. It'll be Williamson, Hernandez, and McCutcheon. Good arms across the board with the best arm in left field. Crawford will be out for 3 days with paternity leave, so Kelby Thomason controls the left side with Pablo Sandoval. Joe Panik, Brandon Belt, they're the right side of the infield. And Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here we are as we wait for 7:15 to hit, and it does, as Castro stands in on this cool night here at the corner of 3rd and King, and the first pitch is down low. So we get started on time. Castro hitting .277 with 3 home runs, 25 runs batted in, and he takes low 2-0, 0 for 2. All of the at bats that the Marlins have history-wise against Suarez came last week in Miami. And Manny Gonzalez says that's a strike. Fletcher, Visconti in Las Diaz from 1st to 3rd.
And Manny Gonzalez is an umpire that looks for strikes. You'll get width on both sides of the plate. Primarily a low ball guy, but he looks for strikes.
Foul back, 2-2. From behind, he looks like a superhero. He's got the pads on.
Oh yeah, he looks like the Incredible Hulk from behind. There you go.
Manny Gonzalez, superhero. Swing and a miss, and that's how this game gets started.
Good hard slider. That's how you want to throw your first slider of the night. When you have a 2-strike count and you could throw one below the zone, you just throw that thing for the dirt, hope he fishes. Nice tight spin. You can see the red dot, the eye of the slider. And Starlin Castro, see you later.
Nice comeback. Suarez fell behind 2-0. Here's Brian Anderson, who we were really impressed with in those 4 games in Miami. You're impressed by about the 3rd game where you want him to take a day off. That's how impressed you are. I think he should be getting a little tired right now. Overall hitting at .299. And that's the one thing he does well, is he goes to the opposite field. Mike was talking about the opposite field home run he hit off of Madison Bumgarner, and then all of a sudden we paid attention.
Right, and it was a breaking ball, and it wasn't a hanger. It was on the corner, on the knees, outside part of the plate, and he hit it out to right field as a right-handed hitter.
In that place.
Impressive.
Inside corner strike, 1-2. She get the ball? Yes, she did.
Nice. Think she's excited?
Yeah.
It's her lucky bow.
Got him.
Looks for strikes.
Anderson saying, you got to be kidding me. We're starting off on the wrong foot. Here comes Don Mattingly.
Don Mattingly wants to keep his right fielder of the game, and many believe on this Marlins club and Anderson's their best guy. And Suarez got a strike, and he goes right back, same location. Nice frame job by Posey. See you later.
Thank you very much.
Well, if you call one, you got to call the other.
Here's Realmuto. Hits this one into the gap into right center field, and McCutcheon is going to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Hernandez, Belt, McCutcheon coming up. 0-0.
Jurassic World. Friday, the park is gone. Don't miss the movie event of the summer when Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom hits the theaters. Starts Friday. All right, let's take a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup, and it's brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It'll be Hernandez, Belton, McCutchen. McCutchen, trust me, has hit the ball hard all year. Then it's Posey, Williamson, and Panik. The bottom three will be Sandoval, Tomlinson, and Andy Suarez, who, by the way, doesn't have a hit this year or in his life.
On the hill tonight for the Marlins will be the left-hander Caleb Smith. Smith, 26 years of age. He's a rookie, 6'2", 205-pounder. This is what he has done in 14 starts, 5-6 with a 3.75 ERA. 83 strikeouts in 72 innings, and this is what he throws at you. A fastball that'll go low to mid-90s. It's a good one, and a slider changeup, and he'll throw those things often as well.
And here's Gorkys Hernandez hitting .283. And the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Gorkys not wasting any time. Belt to follow. The Giants a 4-6 road trip. There's a swing and a miss. But if you start looking at good numbers, they're 19-11 at home. So the next 10 games are at home.
And 20 of the next 26 are at home.
Center field, but right at Brinson. 1 out.
Let's take a look at the Marlins defensively, playing behind Smith, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Maven, Brinson, and Anderson. All three have excellent arms. Rojas, Rivera, they'll be on the left side of the infield. Castro, Bohr, they'll be on the right side. And JT Realmuto, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Belt, who got a nice round of applause. The last time Belt took an at-bat in this park, he made it out, went upstairs into the clubhouse, and had his appendix taken out. Not in the clubhouse, but 3 hours later in the hospital. Although in the next 10 years you could probably do it.
Yeah,
in
probably.
The clubhouse.
Yeah, there'll be an app for it. Right now, how far would you go for a Togo? Brought to you by Togo's Pretzel Rama yesterday. Brandon Bell had a 2-run homer off Caleb Ferguson. That was the top of the 3rd inning. The exit velocity 102 miles per hour. The estimated distance 386 feet. The opposite way. And for Belt, number 12 on the year, and it was a big one. What amazed us was just how disciplined to the strike zone he was after the layoff.
2-1 pitch. High fastball, 2-2.
We talked to Bell about that very thing after the game. He said, you know, I just get in the cage and I start taking pitches. But he has the best eye on this club.
Pops it up. It's a long run for Rojas, and he'll go down to the seat of his pants, but he makes the catch. And that'll bring up McCutchen.
Pop-ups will humble you. They can take the complete coolness out of your game. And this is an example. Rojas, a very stylish player, all of a sudden, yeah. Hard to be cool when you're falling down your backside.
McCutchen hitting .266. Hit a home run off of Smith in South Florida. Also had a double, went 2 for 3 against Smith. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Good changeup. Nice 1-2 combination. I mean, hard stuff in and then soft stuff away. Been a winning combination for a long time.
Cued to Justin Bohr, and he dropped it. Smith couldn't hang on. It'll be an error on Smith.
Now, there's always that little period of time where you're running over to first base, you're concentrating, looking back over your shoulder at the throw you're going to get from your first baseman, but then you take your eye off the ball to find the base. I mean, that really is a perfect throw from Bohr.
Yep.
You want to underhand it. You want it to be a lead. You want it to be above the bell. That's perfect. But he just took his eye off the ball to find the base. And the Giants have an opportunity here.
And that opportunity is Buster Posey. Swing and a miss. Buster did not play yesterday. Played one game in LA. That was on Saturday. Of course, I think the thing that set him back was the 16-inning game on Thursday, which was a huge win for the Giants. Inside corner, 0-2.
Now Buster Posey knows that the inside corner is wide open right now. He caught 2 pitches in the at-bat with Brian Anderson that were questionable. They were pitcher strikes.
See what Buster's doing at home. And they got McCutchen picked off. And that'll end the inning. Posey will lead off the second after 1. It's 0-0.
At the future right here, gentlemen, as we get to meet Joey Bart, 2nd overall pick in the 2018 draft. Of course, the Giants' 1st-round draft pick. Your catcher out of Georgia Tech, and you mentioned earlier you've done a lot of interviews today that you have been to AT&T once, but today maybe a little bit different.
Yeah, a little bit different today. Wasn't hitting BP, unfortunately, but I'm out here watching the game, and being this close to the game and watching these guys is really fun, and it's something I've only done a couple times, but you know, just being out here in this atmosphere. Got a little chilly tonight, but it's beautiful out here. I loved everything about it, and I'm looking forward to coming back tomorrow as well.
Who did you get to chat with? Which Giants did you get to meet?
I got to talk to Buster, Pablo Sandoval, Hunter Pence, Hundley. There's a few of them. Pablo was hilarious. He's a great guy, and he was cutting up with me already about stuff. And you know, it's the first time meeting him, and I just got to talk to Buster a little bit about just some stuff going on back home in Georgia and stuff like that. So it was really cool to meet those guys.
You mentioned that you were really excited about spring training, getting to pick Buster's brain a little bit. You also said you were really hoping the Giants would draft you. Why? What do you like about this organization?
I mean, there's not a whole lot to not like, but I like how they want to win, and they're a very respectable team. You know, they go out and get guys like Longoria and McCutchen, those guys to set up for a win each year, and that's very loyal to your fans and all your people that cheer for your team, to have a competitive team year in and year out. So And also, I've always heard they treat their players really good, and that's all I've heard from a lot of people in the big leagues and, you know, in minor league baseball as well. So these guys just do things first class, and I'm so glad to be here.
All right, we want to let you watch the game, but quickly, will you tell fans what's the plan? When and where do you go next?
So I'm headed to Arizona to sharpen up on some things. I haven't played in a little while, and then I'm headed to short season in Salem, Oregon. So I'll be in Salem in the next couple weeks.
All right, Joey Bart, so glad to meet you. Best of luck to you, Dwayne and Mike.
All right.
Well, he fills up a uniform, I'll tell you that much. He also learned one thing. When you come to this ballpark, you need to bring a jacket.
That's exactly right. I shook his hand. He's got the old school hands like Cepeda and Mays and McCovey. Yeah, and he might act like he's not cold. He's cold. And he being Brinson flips one foul.
Whoa, our ball dude. That's Matt Phillips. That gentleman right there, he might be voted best dressed tonight, but he also made a great play in the stands. Our ball dude, however, 0 for 1.
Got him. And that'll end the inning. For the Giants, Posey, Williamson, Panic coming up.
Sides, including the new Sriracha Lime Tempura Green Beans. Visit habitburger.com for a location near you.
A 0-0 ball game as here's Buster Posey, who's at the plate when McCutchen got picked off. And he takes one wide, 1 ball and no strikes. Williamson, Panic to follow. Buster pops it up. Center field for Brinson. Now the wind takes it. And Buster Posey is going to be at second base. Unbelievable.
Well, welcome to Northern California. I mean, if you like entertainment on your pop-ups and your fly balls, you've come to the right place. When you play your home games in a dome, I mean, you get pretty benign conditions here. Anything but benign.
And he missed that by 3 steps.
And he's a good center fielder. I mean, this guy is really a gifted defensive player. And he just found out that fly balls in Northern California ain't that much fun.
Now here's Mac Williamson hitting .235. And the pitch, and swinging a pop-up out of play. So Right off the bat, a good healthy rip. Williamson hit 4 home runs, 9 driven in. There's the winner. Oh, and 2.
That's a good changeup. A lot of guys swinging through that thing. Take a look at this pitch. This is after a fastball, same arm action. It's our pitch cast brought to you by SoFi, a modern finance company.
Foul back, came back with a fastball in on his hands.
I mean, you can't plant 94 any better than that after you just swung through a great changeup on the outside corner.
Yeah, the big fist.
Oh yeah, the big fist, always a hit.
Still see you getting on the plane after we left Milwaukee with your big fist.
I still have that thing.
Down low, 1 and 2.
Nice pitch, good take.
Well, we saw it in the stands, and within an inning you had one.
Oh yeah, that was
put it in an order, and that was it.
I brought that thing home, and I was the hit. He thought Dad was cool.
Back to being cool. On the ground to third, and Rivera's got a long throw, and he makes it. All Giants games on NBC Sports Bay Area are streamed live on the NBC Sports app for mobile or tablet. Stream the Giants on the go. Brought to you by your NorCal Honda dealers. Here's Panic. Panic takes one right at the knees for a call strike. Sandoval on deck. In tight, Panic jumps back out of the way.
Well, Brad Grimms and the guys in the clubhouse, they brought Joey Bart a jacket. He put it on. Then he looked over at his mom, and she said, "I'm freezing." And he gave it to Mom. He took it off and he handed it to his girl. Attaboy. I like this guy already.
Yeah.
And he's still freezing.
Well, there's a base hit up the middle. And here comes Buster Posey. As the ball squirts by everybody except Romilto, and the Giants take the lead.
Well, for Joe Panic, that's how you like to start out a homestand. Money hit, first at bat. You know, in the era of the home run, I still think the guy that's the most scary when you're facing him as a pitcher is a guy that's got bat control in the middle of the field like Joe Panic. And if you make a mistake up, he will make you pay.
Well, he does there. So here's Sandoval, who takes low.
The Giants found out that Caleb Smith has a good move to first base.
Yeah, there's a little one.
I think the definition of a great move is a guy that can pick a guy off that is not a base stealer, who has no intention of trying to steal a base. You get that guy, you've got a great move.
And it happens more than you think. Sandoval, high and deep to left. Maben back out of here. He hits one right-handed. It's 3-0.
For Sandoval, the biggest difference we saw in this spring was his right-handed swing. The bat speed was back. The reason for it, he had healthy shoulders. And you were talking about a conversation you had with Bochy. He was talking about how Coach liked Sandoval's right-handed swing. Breaking ball down and in. Just a short stroke and knocks it right out of here with backspin.
So here's Kelby Tomlinson.
Yep, that's how I did it.
Tomlinson at 226. With Andy Suarez on deck. So this inning started out with a gift double. And then the Giants took advantage of it. Three and one.
Yeah. Gift double. They should either have a stat that says gift hit or team error.
Yeah, I've always thought the team error thing was a good idea. Although if I was playing at second and I booted a couple of ground balls, I definitely would argue for a team error. A little pop-up straight backing out of play.
Well, those are the numbers. 97 miles per hour, 370 feet, and just enough.
Yeah, while this was going on, we had a grandma in the first row catch that foul ball. She brought her glove.
Oh, yeah. She's a player. Put it in the semi-sweet spot. And boy, when she caught that ball, she was the most excited in the ballpark. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's in there.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to tell Sandoval that got a bigger cheer than his home run.
From our booth.
Well, at least from this area. Suarez is going to bunt, and he takes a strike. So Tomlinson with the walk.
She is psyched. She's a Wilson gal.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the first time she's had that glove on. Good play.
The thing I worry about with guys like Suarez that haven't hit a lot is when they bunt. Watch out for your fingers if you haven't done it a lot.
You saw him his last start. Miami, I mean, he wraps that finger around the bat, and when you do that, your top hand is your throwing hand, and you expose that finger. It's a little better.
I mean, I'd rather him make an out like that than get dinged. So, Andy Suarez, way to go.
You know, to his defense, he just hadn't had enough time doing it. I mean, he's eventually going to be a good bunter and hopefully someday a pretty good hitter, but he needs to work.
Now 0 for 18. But he has never lied to us about when we ask him if you can hit. And he says no.
Yeah, well, I mean, he could be 0 for 2018, but he needs to improve a little bit.
Here's Gorky Hernandez. Holland's the one I think is lying to us.
Yeah. I mean,
although if he's watching and listening, he would be angry at that. Holland's 1 for 22. He did hit like 3 out today in batting practice. I saw one of them, and when batting practice is over, I looked at him and I said, yeah, I saw that one. He goes, 3.
Yeah, well, that's why we completely bit in on the he could hit thing, because he did flip a few out. You're thinking, wow, a guy could hit a home run here in this ballpark, and he could do it right-handed, left-handed. You're thinking, all right, he can hit. We gave a bad scout report.
No, now we're just going to tick him off.
Well,
he had 3 hits in his next start.
I hope so. I'm happy if he could be a good bunter.
One and two. And there's that good changeup, and that'll end the inning. Giants score 3 times. Pablo Sandoval with a 2-run home run. It's bye-bye baby. After 2, it's 3-0 Giants. It's 3-0. Is Suarez to face Miguel Rojas, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Rojas with a foul. Rojas hitting at .230, 7 home runs, 24 driven in. You might remember Rojas with the Dodgers. Swinging a fly ball to center field that Gorky's broke back on, but now he comes in to make the catch.
I heard from my grandchildren today, Cohen and Reagan, and they said, Grandpa, when you do the show, would you give us some thumbs up? That'll be our secret sign. So, okay, Cohen and Reagan, you're watching. That's for you.
Serious business. Here's Rivera. Out of play on the first pitch.
Did you have a secret sign with your kids?
We had a secret sign when our kids wanted us to change the subject in front of other people. And it was the same sign as the sign in the movie The Sting.
That's a good secret sign. Little fleck to the side of the nose.
Yeah. Paul Newman.
One of my all-time favorites.
Oh, awesome. Down the first baseline, a fair ball. It caroms away from McCutchen, but he's still going to dig it out. And he just did not get a good grip on it. So for Yadiel Rivera, it's a double.
First hit of the game for the Marlins. Well, fans, if you like Madison Bumgarner, you're going to want this T-shirt. This Saturday, the first 20,000 fans will receive an Expressions of Bumgarner T-shirt presented by StubHub. And you can enjoy summer baseball as the Giants will also be taking on the Padres. Bumgarner T-shirt Saturday the 23rd against San Diego.
Smith was 2 for 2, and this is speared by Suarez. Almost 3 for 3 lifetime against Suarez. And that'll bring up Castro. By the way, you talk about those old movies, and you think maybe because it was your generation that thought that they were great movies, but then you get your kids to watch those older movies and they love them. And that was one that my kids really liked.
Yeah, mine too. What's not to love? Classic.
Castro struck out to open up the ball game. There he hits it high and foul and out of play. Yep, still talking about it, still showing video of what a great catch it was.
It was.
0-2. It did look though that like the ball caught the person right there.
Oh, the reaction was as good as the catch.
Just keep it in the glove. Don't, while you celebrate, don't drop it.
It could happen.
Castro is a free swinger. He does take that one high. One ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground. Tomlinson. His quick throw. Got him.
Wow.
Who is that guy? A smiling specs.
Well, if you're going to take Brandon Crawford's place, you got to look like him. And here he looks like a Gold Glover. What a play by Kelby Tomlinson.
Is brought to you by Toyota, designed for the grind that comes through every time. See your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Giants with a 3-0 lead is Brandon Belts waiting on Caleb Smith. And the pitch to Belt, and Belt takes a strike. Overshift is on for Belt. Rivera in at third, like Belt's going to bunt. And he backed it up. It's 0-2.
So now the full Monty defense
goes into effect with 2 strikes.
One and two. McCutchen on deck. Out of play.
Smith may only be a 3-pitch pitcher at this point in his career, and he'll add a few things along the way. But all 3 he can strike you out with: the fastball, curveball, and the changeup.
Pulled foul.
And that was the changeup. And the design of a changeup is just to get a guy off his back leg, take the strength out of his at bat. A really great changeup is a swing and miss changeup. That last one got bailed off the back leg.
Well, if it's belt, it's 0-2 to 3-2. In this case now 0-2 to 2-2.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he had a chance to just nibble with 95. I mean, that's a perfect pitch. And you know, you throw a pitch like that, you're thinking, how could a guy take that? Well, you see him do it every night.
Up the middle. And right there is Rojas. Well, it'll be the Giants and the Padres on the 21st. It's LGBT night. It's presented by PG&E. You get with a special ticket a SF Pride expandable backpack. sfgiants.com/special events. McCutchen reached on an error. Hit a ground ball to Justin Bohr, and Bohr flipped it to Smith, who dropped it. And here he takes a strike. He does not take a strike. He takes a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. That's out of play. Sorry, caught me right in the middle of a yawn. 1 and 2. Or make it 1 and 1. Up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Buster Posey on deck. Giants are 11 and 9 against the National League East. The Marlins against the National League West are 11 and 12. 3 and 1.
Don Mattingly says he's enjoying this season, teaching, building.
There's a walk to McCutchen.
And really, I mean, that's what managers and coaches are, they're teachers.
They had a pretty good stretch. They beat the Giants 3 out of 4, and then they just left Baltimore, where they took 2 out of 3. They lost the final game of the series against the Giants, and they lost the final game of the series against the Orioles. They lost yesterday 10 to 4. Buster takes a healthy rip and a foul straight back. A couple of guys brought their gloves.
Oh, yeah.
One ended up with it.
Players.
It's like a dad with his 2 sons. What do you think?
I'm thinking you're right on. Let's go, Dad. You raised them right. You know, it's great though when you get ready to go to the ballpark. Last thing you pick up is your glove. You bring it to the ballpark, and then you get rewarded by getting a ball.
Yeah.
It's like all those times you brought it was worth it.
Right there at the belt to Buster Posey. 1 and 2. Buster a double in the second. The ball that Brinson had all kinds of trouble with. Fell for a 2-bagger. Two and two.
Close with that changeup. You saw where Buster Posey sits on the all-time San Francisco Giants hit list between Rich Aurelia and Will Clark.
Two of our favorites.
No doubt.
Yo Ritchie and Uncle Will.
It's amazing. I mean, we do the same things that Mike Murphy, the legendary clubby with the Giants, has been with the Giants since 1958.
Buster out of play down the right field line.
With Mike Murphy, you can say to him, any player, pick any generation, you can say Stan Musial, and he'll have his nickname, like right there. Don Drysdale, nickname right there. Kevin Mitchell, nickname. And for the longest time, Murph was on the visiting side, so he knew everybody around the league. And you and I are doing that now. We hear Will Clark and we hear Rich Aurelia, and we think about their nicknames.
Well, the nicknames just pop right out. So Buster Posey gets it to 3-2. Mac Williamson is on deck. 3-0 Giants. Buster gets that high fastball. He likes the high fastball. And this one he fouls high down the right field line and out of play. I'm glad he's here, but he looks out of place. Does look like he's got some personality, though.
Yeah, he's working the crystal ball right now.
I'm thinking that Smith has a pretty good move.
Well, he's already picked up Andrew McCutchen once. Have you ever been picked off twice in the same game by the same guy?
No, I never got off the bag after I got picked off.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
On the ground towards the hole. Here's the long throw. And it gets away from Bohr. It should be a hit for Buster Posey. Buster jumped at that bag at first, and we always get a little bit worried about that. But
you know, it could be a hit and an error because you have to account for the 90 feet that McCutchen moved up to third base. I don't know if they're going to give a hit on that.
no.
So indeed, they did give Posey a hit.
No, I think it's
They
E6
said
all the way.
E6. Okay, so E6. There you go.
Which I'm not 100% agreeing with that. Here's Mac Williamson. And Big Mac takes low. 1 ball and no strikes.
With his bat speed, they just want him to get a piece of the ball, and he can still hit it out. He doesn't have to completely square it up. That's how strong this guy is.
One ball and 1 strike.
Now the Gamer Babes are here.
Williamson bounced out to third in the second. 1 and 2.
It's good elevation and placed it perfectly on the inside corner above the hands at 93. You know what happens is after the first pitch that he swung at and fouled it back, you're thinking Mac Williamson is thinking, I want to see that pitch again. And when you do that, you're susceptible to that high fastball above the zone.
Good take, 2-2.
And I think he could try and a ladder climb another fastball up above the hands.
On the ground and a base hit. McCutchen scores. It's 4-0.
Well, he came back with a changeup, tried to trick him. And Mac Williamson covered it up. Nice at bat.
Juan Nieves is out as Joe Panik is coming up. He hardly got any cheeks into that ground ball, and he still hit it really hard.
Yeah, he didn't have to. There's the reach we're talking about. That's what you're looking to get from a hitter. But a guy like Williamson is so strong. I mean, he can still rifle it through the infield without getting a lot of lower body in it. I'd like to know how hard that ball was hit on the ground.
Well, you know what? We'll have somebody look at that. We do have people that check into things like that. Here's Panik. Panik with an RBI single in the second. And he takes wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Smith wanted it, showing signs that he's not happy with Manny Gonzalez.
We do have the exit velocity on that ground ball to illustrate the hand strength of Williamson. 108.6.
Wow. Two balls and no strikes. High drive to right. In the park, Anderson tagging is Buster Posey as he'll go to third.
Well, Pablo Sandoval coming up to the batter's box. It's time for us to show you our Mercedes pivotal play. And Thursday in Miami against the Marlins in the 16th inning, it was Pablo Sandoval that had the 2-run single that salvaged a win for the Giants, put them on the road with a happy flight.
It's almost the throw your hand up in disgust that it's the 16th inning and it took that to win the game. Oh, he makes me laugh.
He's had a lot of big hits for this club this year. It's been a real good story.
In tight. Hit a home run in the second.
On a breaking ball. Just went in and yanked it into the bleachers. And a man making a play out there.
He's a Pablo fan. Fly ball to left. This one got in on him just a little bit. And that'll end the inning. Giants pick up a run after 3. It's 4-0.
explores fair play, the state of youth sports in America. Hey, before they were big leaguers, players like this young man were simply kids being kids, playing all sorts of sports. Can you tell who this is? We will reveal his identity later in the inning.
And the hitter is going to be Brian Anderson.
That's really one thing that unites every one of these players on the field, is that they all came up through youth sports. And not all of them were baseball players. I mean, they did other sports.
And the pitch is down low to Anderson, who struck out, was unhappy with the call, but he struck out in the first. Hit out to right field, hit well, but McCutcheon is going to track it down. And it's so important to get kids involved, and boys and girls, in youth sports. And we'll let you know who that was in that picture after the next hitter.
No, it really is amazing when you start talking about other sports that guys in the Giants clubhouse play. Soccer, football, basketball, of course, hockey, lacrosse. I mean, they spread it around.
Ice fishing. Well, in Wisconsin, come on.
Yeah, but that's not a sport.
It's competition.
Competition, how many Brandy Alexanders you can drink.
Oh. Foul back.
Did you ever hear the story about the guy who's sitting on the lake in Wisconsin, and he's in his little ice fishing hut, looks like an outhouse out there on the pond, and they're lake fishing. He's got a little hole cut about the size of a dinner plate, and he's got a fishing pole about 2 feet long, and he's sitting there with his dog, and he's having a Brandy Alexander, and all of a sudden he hooks onto a fish. He's got a pike. He brings it up to the break of the water, and the dog jumps in the hole after the fish.
Yeah.
It disappears.
High and foul. Go ahead.
So the guy is reaching down in the water trying to grab his dog. The dog's gone. Well, meanwhile, about 30 yards down the lake, there's another guy sitting in his little ice house, and he's fishing. And out of nowhere, here comes the Labrador through the hole, popping up.
Smart dog.
Well, it caught the attention of the guy.
Oh, I can imagine. Especially if you had a couple.
That's Wisconsin legend right there.
I went one time with my uncle, and I thought it was the dumbest thing I ever did.
When they break out the 2-foot pole, you gotta kind of scratch your head. But it is fun.
Foul down the right field line and out of play. Hit the ball well, Realmuto.
Well, right now, you go to all those lakes up in Minnesota and Wisconsin, and you drive by them, and you see all these outhouses that are on the side of the lake. And there's hundreds of them. And you're thinking, what the heck are those?
Little igloos.
And that's where they just pull their fishing houses out in the summertime and leave them there. They're all colorful.
It was a lasting impression for me, because I decided that it was the beach that I wanted to go to, not the ice. 2-2 pitch. Right there, and Realmuto knew it.
Fourth strikeout for Andy Suarez. Well, right now we are going to reveal who the mystery man is, the major leaguer. That is Brandon Belt.
Who didn't know that? He looks just like his kid.
And many more baby-faced major leaguers to be. Go to our photo gallery at NBCSports.com/fairplay and check it out.
That's Grayson. Some board takes low.
Brandon Belt's son, Grayson, who goes around with a toy giraffe, a little stuffed animal wherever he goes. And what is his name?
I forgot.
Jerry.
Jerry. You're right. On the ground, foul, as it skips right into the end of the Marlins dugout.
Andy Suarez is really mixing up his pitch as well tonight.
This is hit on the ground. Tomlinson, the shortstop, will take this at second base, and that'll end the inning. 6-3 on the putout. Tomlinson will lead it off.
Giants key players who have been hit by hard luck. Jeff Samardzija already one rehab assignment, gentlemen, under his belt. He threw 3 shutout innings back on June 15th. He's set to make a second rehab start on Thursday. Bruce Bochy saying he hopes that it's his final rehab start before he can rejoin the team. And Johnny Cueto earlier today threw a simulated game. He threw 2 innings. He was able to throw all of his pitches. Bruce Bochy very, very excited and feeling very positive about how Johnny Cueto is feeling. They will take a look at him tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day to see how he feels coming off of that simulated game and determine if he needs one more simulated game or will begin a rehab assignment. Dwayne?
All right, that groan you heard is Kelby Tomlinson gets ouch.
Right there at the base of the tricep above the elbow.
Andy Suarez is probably going, can I have an at bat where somebody is not on first?
I know, he does not like the bunt. Well, he's going to get another chance to try and do it.
One ball and no strikes.
Well, I mean, his technique has improved dramatically. I mean, he has been putting in a lot of work to try and become a better bunter. I mean, it's just something he's going to have to learn. I mean, it's not a small thing. It's a big thing. Trying to have a productive out.
Just get out of the way. That's all I care about right now. 1 and 2. Here's Bochy maybe thinking the same thing. And he got him. 3rd strikeout. And here's Hernandez.
And the other thing too, when you're really struggling like he is to bunt, it affects not just you walking back from the batter's box to the dugout. It affects everybody in the bench, and it can affect the guy when he goes back on the mound because he's so upset about not doing a better job. It can affect the way he pitches.
Well, you need like 3 or 4 guys that tell him to get over that.
You're right.
As Hernandez takes a strike.
Now the one guy, Kurt Young, I mean, he's going to go to and say, all right, you can't worry about that now. You have to get back in the game. Start thinking about the guys you have to get out.
As a fact,
that will be said.
Don't worry about it for a while.
Don't worry about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
When you'll be bunting off the tee. I mean, that looks pretty good there, but then he starts to bring the bat back behind his eyes, and then he just, you know, you can see once the bat starts to move backwards, you know, you kind of lose control of the bat head.
I said it the other day with Bumgarner. That's the argument against the DH in the National League. Suarez is the argument for the DH in the National League.
That's a pretty good argument. But like you said, I mean, you can't worry about it now. He's got to think about getting people out.
2-2. That was pitch number 80. Belt on deck. It's a 4-0 lead for the Giants here in the bottom of the 4th. And he got him. The fastball changeup combination, I think, is upsetting Gorkis Hernandez.
Well, not only that, but it's where he's putting the pitch. It's a good corner pitch strike with the fastball. And the changeup sets us up. And boy, when you're seeing a fastball after a good changeup, that itself is a tough assignment. Yep. But when it's got great location, I mean, it becomes a perfect pitch.
Belt is 0 for 2, and he takes a strike. The Dodgers and Cubs get rained out. They waited a long time in Chicago. The weather in parts of the Midwest is horrible. The Mets are leading the Rockies 6-2. That game is in the 9th inning in Denver. That's a Jacob deGrom start as Las Diaz somehow got into the act.
Well, he said it was a swing. Let's take a look at the swing.
Bruce Bochy's got the palms out, and Diaz won't even look at him.
There goes your perfect night. That may be the worst one I've ever seen.
So, according to you, Las Diaz had a perfect game until then.
Yep. Yep. And that's what he was looking at. No, Bruce Bochy can't believe it. Neither can we.
Runner goes, swinging a shot under the glove of Castro. It'll be a hit for Belt. That is what you call an Ole.
That kind of ate up Castro. He hits this thing with topspin, and as deep as Castro was out right field, it short hops him. That is a great Ole. That is. We got to see that again. All right, here we go. This is a big league Ole. Woohoo!
I mean, look, you can argue that, yeah, you can try to get in front of that. You can't argue that.
Oh, sure. And then he could have the response, you get in front of that.
Well, if you were pitching, I'd have got in front of it.
Yeah. Well, if it was a 1-run lead with 2 outs in the 9th, yes, you would have.
No, I mean, give Buster Posey a base hit in the 3rd inning, by the way. They've changed that.
They should. Now let's take a look at the StatCast. He hit this at 105, but with topspin. Now, it's one thing to get topspin on dirt. You kind of have an idea what it's going to do, but on grass, you don't know what it's going to do.
It's a little slick. It's just going to stay down. McCutchen with count leverage fouls this one straight back.
I think that's a really good point, Mike. I think if you're on dirt, that ball comes up. On grass, it stays down. And I think Castro thought it was going to come up. In the heat of the moment, you forget that you're on grass and not dirt. High drive to left. Maben at the wall, and he caught it. And that's going to end the inning. Someplace else, Andrew, not here.
The HBO Sports Special, courtside at the NBA Finals. See it Tuesday, June 19th at 9 p.m. with an encore at 11. Only on HBO.
Here at AT Park on this cool Monday night, the Giants with a 4-0 lead. Suarez has been good. He's only allowed one hit, and that was a double to Rivera in the third inning. Here's Cameron Maben, who takes a pitch down low.
You're going to start seeing more and more guys have that face piece on their helmets.
There's a shot to right and a base hit.
Well, Xfinity X1 customers say, show me the San Francisco Giants into your X1 voice remote. They get live stats on their TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1.
Brinson struck out in the second. There's a called strike. Outfield straight away. See the defense. Tomlinson panic at double play depth, and a rocket to left, and this is going to be off one of the cars, and Williamson will go into second base, and it's second and third with nobody out. And here's Rojas. Rojas hit a fly ball to center field. Belt off the line at first. And a fastball high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Drew Ruchinski, right-hander, getting heated up.
One ball and 1 strike on the foul, out of play.
Coming into this game, Suarez had almost averaged a strikeout an inning. This is a strikeout situation, not as dramatic with a 4-run lead. The goal here in this inning with runners in second, third, nobody out is avoid the wreck. And what can happen to a young pitcher is you get into strikeout mode, all of a sudden you start nibbling corners and you fall behind and you start walking people. That adds to the momentum of a big inning. So you don't want to let any runs score, of course, but you get out of here with giving up just 1, minimize this rally, and you've done your job.
Limit the damage. It's 3-1.
So this becomes a big pitch. And there are such things as a big pitch in a 4-0 game. And this 3-1 count, this is one of them.
Rojas waits, and a shot into left field, a base hit. That's going to score 2 as Rojas is going for 2, and they got him. Mac Williamson with a beautiful throw. It's a 4-2 ball game.
That play goes 7-5, and it's going to be a real slow walk back to the dugout for Rojas because he just made a mistake. That's just being overly aggressive when you're behind in this ball game by a couple runs. But look at the play. He slides into it. 1 hopper, panic in plenty of time, dives to put the tag on, and they get it out. That's a rally killer right there. Good play from Mac Williamson and Joe Panic.
Here's Rivera, who doubled in the 3rd, and he takes a curveball for a strike. So 3 hits in a row, but the Giants do get an out. Ball got away from the Marlins bullpen. And the 0-1. Tapped slowly. It's going to take a nice play by Suarez, and they didn't get him.
That's a pretty good effort right there. I think that's one the Giants will spend a little time reviewing. Bam Hewlett's on the phone talking to Sean Dunston and Chad Chop. Suarez reaching back, knew he had to put something on it, and that's a hit.
So Shuck is going to hit. JB Shuck. Shuck hitting for Smith. And he shortens up to bunt, and he takes a strike. On deck is Castro. 2 runs on the board for the Marlins here in the 5th. On the ground, it'll be Panic. Panic kicks it, and they get the out there at second. In and out. So Shuck aboard on the fielder's choice, and here's Castro. Castro is bounced out. It was a terrific play by Tomlinson in the 3rd, and then to open up the ball game, Suarez struck him out. For Suarez, he's not issued a walk. He's got 4 strikeouts.
Check the runner.
Oh yeah, I was pretty happy. And Castro takes low.
Take a look at what we think is the best defensive play of the night. This ended the things for the Marlins in the 3rd inning as Kelby Thompson slides into his back leg and somehow gets enough on it to throw a perfect strike to Belt.
And a strike to even the count. And the pitch is low and away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike for Andy Suarez. He's thrown 57 pitches, so he's doing just fine in the number of pitches department. This is rolled foul. It's 2-2.
Good pitch. Had Castro off balance.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. Posey, Williamson, Panic coming up.
For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
It's a 4-2 lead for the Giants. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, tune-up, and repair experts. It's Drew Rachinski.
Take a look at what he has done in 5 games. 4.50 ERA, 4 strikeouts in 6 innings. Got a good fastball. It goes low to mid-90s. Throws a lot of cutters, curveballs, sliders. I mean, he throws a kitchen sink at you.
And Buster Posey takes high. Buster in this game is 2 for 2.
And there, as advertised, the cutter from Rachinski.
There's a strike. Mac Williamson on deck, and then Joe Panik. Buster chops this one to short for Rojas, and Rojas will make the play. Well, your chance to enjoy post-game fireworks at the ballpark, paired with music from the Beatles, and it's all presented by Snapple, and it's this Friday. Fireworks this Friday night, buy directly from the Giants at sfgiants.com. Here's Mac Williamson. Outside corner strike, 0-1. Williamson with an RBI single in the third. Tap foul, 0-2. Mets have opened up a huge lead on Colorado. It's now 12-2.
That can happen in Coors Field.
Yes, it can. If you got the part of your game that's struggling, and for Colorado now it's the bullpen, it shows up big time in that ballpark.
It gets exposed.
Williamson out on strikes.
Well, don't miss Giants Outsiders. Giants coverage is not over after the postgame show. Grant Bisbee and Therese Vignal will bring you a fresh take on the game and the season on Giants Outsiders tonight after postgame live.
Here's Joe Panik. Panik 1 for 2. Hit a ball pretty well to right. That was caught. Here he takes a call strike. Right now, Panik trying to get on for Pablo Sandoval. Swing and a miss, 0-2. In the dirt. Blocked by Real Muto. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Too much pine tar.
Yeah, kind of stuck on that finger for a little while.
Drew Ruchinski from Neenah, Wisconsin.
And Panik goes around, and that'll end the inning. Probably did some ice fishing in his day.
Yeah. Neenah? games tied for the fewest. Winning percentage second. Batting average first. Runs per game first. 42 road games most of the majors. 20 of the next 26 that we played here at AT&T. And that's your Giants lows. Whole team together.
Anderson foul, and it's just out of reach of McCutcheon. McCutcheon was playing Anderson out in Triples Alley. This guy had a shot, but
lefty.
Yeah.
Yep, 0 for 2.
Anderson is struck out and he's flied out to right. 0-2.
Good changeup from Suarez.
One and two. That last pitch was number 62. For Suarez.
A big hitter for him right here.
Struck into center field for Gorkis Hernandez. He'll play the wind, and he has to reach back and make the catch. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy, what do you got?
Well, Dwayne, one of the best parts of my job are the people that I get to meet, and I get to introduce everybody to Donna Barnes. She's been a San Francisco Giants employee for 50 years this year, 42 of them a ticket seller. But how did you start out with the organization?
I actually started out as an usherette in the late 60s. My mom was an usherette, my sister was an usherette. A lot of the people in our neighborhood worked at the park, so that's how I came into it. Through the years, I'm still here.
The uniforms were a little different back then. We don't have to get into it. It's good that they've changed. Donna, 50 years. I mean, do you have a favorite Giant in that time?
Well, I have a couple. I really like Dave Dravecky, and I like Will Clark, and I actually like all of them. Through the years, I've had interactions with several, and it's all been positive. You know, they're great.
And you love Dwayne and Mike, of course.
Of course, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Doesn't need to be said. What do you love about working for the Giants organization?
Actually, I like meeting the people. We're the first line that people see as they enter the park, and I love interacting with them and telling them what they'll see when they get in here. And I try to always tell them to make sure they walk around and come early and check out everything, because there's so much to see in this park, and it's such a great place to be. So I love it.
Congratulations on 50 years. If we could only have Donna's enthusiasm, and I kind of like working with Dwayne and Mike too. Let's go back to that.
Oh yeah, thank you Donna, thank you Amy G. Up the middle, right there is Tomlinson.
Boy, Suarez has thrown some great changeups in this inning. Threw one in a 2-0 count here to Real Muto, and here he throws a 3-1 and he gets him out front just off the end of the bat. You know, and he saves things. He's not the type of pitcher that shows you everything the first time through the lineup. I mean, he's got a few little tricks that he can save for your second, now the third time through. It's an impressive pitch.
Here's Justin Bohr. Do you think Amy asked Donna that question before she went on the air about us?
No.
Just to make sure that she came up with the right answer?
I think Donna would, she would rally.
And no, I don't really care for those two guys. I happen to really like John and Dave.
It could happen. It has happened.
Oh, 2 pitch. Got him, and that'll end the inning. 6 strikeouts. And for the Giants, Suarez is going to hit. The only place where it's totally cool to be obsessed with jellyfish.
I like jellyfish.
Yeah.
When I see them on TV.
Pablo Sandoval is going to lead things off. I agree.
You ever been stung by a jellyfish?
No.
No fun.
I usually try to avoid something like that happening.
They're sneaky.
Sandoval homered, hitting right-handed in the second inning. Tomlinson on deck. And a fly ball right at the center fielder, Brinson. 1 out. Here's Tomlinson. Tomlinson has been on base twice. He's walked and he was hit by a pitch. Suarez is on deck. And a half swing, and it's no balls and 1 strike. In at third is Rivera. In at first is Bohr. And a foul down the right field line and out of play. Raczynski throws, and it's very high. Raczynski has retired all 4 hitters that he's faced.
He's got a lot of stuff, a lot of movement.
Chops this one to second, where Castro will glove it and throw him out. And here's Suarez. Now, we mentioned that Suarez would probably like to get an at bat where he doesn't have to bunt.
Well, here it is.
Here it is.
Still looking for his first big league knock.
He's officially 0 for 19. There's a swing in a miss.
But 0 for 19 with 14 strikeouts. So there's room for improvement.
0-2.
You got to start with a foul ball.
Well, yeah. I'm okay with that. And he got him, and that'll end the inning. Through 6, it's 4-2 Giants. It was Suarez and Smith starting, and Suarez still in the game. Big night for Sandoval, a home run right-handed, and Suarez with 6 innings pitched. He's allowed 2 runs, 6 strikeouts. This is the part of the lineup that dinged him for 2 runs in the 5th. It'll be Maben, Brinson, and Rojas. And strike, and it's 0-1. Bullpen is up for the Giants.
Sam Dyson. And for Andy Suarez, basically, if you get a guy on, you're probably going to be out of this ball game. Pitch count, not an issue. He's at 73 pitches. I mean, that's fantastic. Been very stingy.
Well, he's working very quickly right now.
Well, that's another reason why guys like to play behind him. Strike thrower, works quick.
And he goes around. Maben does. Strikeout number 7. We showed him earlier with his family. Joey Bart here. Brad Grimm's got everybody jackets. So this was Joey Bart on the field before the game with his gang. He had a press conference in the Giants dugout.
Well, you know you're second pick of the nation when you come to your ballpark and you get this type of reaction. So you got a chance to meet Buster Posey, a guy he idolized. And I think there's a lot of kids, not just in the state of Georgia. Posey from Georgia, Bart from Georgia, both catchers. Understandably that Posey would be his guy.
How about Brad Grimm's coming through?
Giants clubby, Brad Grimm's, realizing that the Bart family needed some jackets tonight.
Yeah, actually, I'm a little chilly.
When you leave Georgia in June, you don't need a jacket down there. San Francisco, a little bit different.
That's a 4-pitch walk. And the first one of the game. And Bruce Bochy says that's it.
Now short leash, one guy on, you're out. But hey, you can't take away from the night that Andy Suarez tonight had. He was fantastic.
And he'll get a really nice ovation as he departs, as he should.
And he gets better every time he goes out there. And tonight he was brilliant.
When it's time for a change, things speedy. Oil change and auto service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
4-2, Giants, 1 out, 1 on, and Dyson on the mound.
Take a look at the numbers for Dyson. 34th game that he has come into this year. He's been fantastic this first half. Remember the time when he had an ERA in the 6s?
Yes, I do. On the ground up the middle. Tomlinson's got it. Shovels to Panic. Panic to Belt. Double play. On one pitch. And Tomlinson coming through again. Hey, baby kid.
Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. By Heffernan Insurance Brokers. Insurance and financial services for you and your business. Visit hefins.com. By Xfinity. X1 will change the way you experience TV. And by Kelly Moore Paints. Go where the pros go. Kelly Moore, the painter's paint store.
Here at AT Park, a 4-2 lead for the Giants. Here's Gorkis Hernandez. He bunts this one, and he bunts a one-hopper. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with that one. Well, summer is a summer without a game at AT Park. You can purchase the new family pack, 4 tickets to a game, plus $40 of food credit. Packs start at only $99. So don't miss out on all the culinary delights here at the Yard. Go to sfgiants.com/family and get your tickets.
So here's Belt. Belt is 1 for 3. And he chases and misses.
Kuczynski's been good.
Yes,
Giants have
he
not
has.
been able to figure him out. He's retired 7 in a row.
Inside corner, 0-2.
But we mentioned he's from Neenah, Wisconsin, so he likes cool weather. True to the scout report. And you do know where Neenah is.
Yeah, kind of.
At least you heard of it.
Yeah. It's between Green Bay and Kenosha. Foul back, and it's no balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, you got a lot of little towns up there in Wisconsin.
And Belt out swinging.
Not that we don't have little towns here in California.
Here's McCutcheon. 8 Giants that have struck out, although Suarez has struck out 3 times. McCutchen 0 for 2. And he fouls it back. Buster Posey on deck. Yeah, it's a good visor.
Yeah, it is. See the shift that the Marlins have put on in defense of Andrew McCutchen. Load up the left side.
So 1 and 2. That's a final in Colorado. The Mets beat the Rockies 12-2. A little lopsided because the Mets scored 6 runs in the 9th inning. McCutchen fouls it back. And the 1-2. Good take. 2 and 2.
Not an easy take. Buster Posey gloving up. See the split finger fastball that Rucinski loads up every pitch with. May not throw it, but he's going to grip it.
And McCutchen hooks it foul.
Never forget the very first time I saw a guy do that. It was Mike Lacoste. He was learning the pitch, the split finger fastball. The problem he was having when he was gripping it like a normal grip behind his back, that going into his glove, and then he put the split finger grip on, he would tip the pitch. So he says, well, in order not to tip the pitch, I'll just set that pitch in my hand, and then I can go into my hand and I can go from a split to a curveball to a slider to a fastball and not tip the pitch.
On the ground to third, it's Rivera who's got it, and that'll end the inning. So pretty smart by Buffy.
Yeah.
And he started something. 8th inning coming up. Who got the double play to end the 7th inning, back out there to pitch the 8th, and he'll be going after Yadiel Rivera. Then we'll see a pinch hitter, and then we'll see Starlin Castro. So it's not going to be Rivera, it's going to be Riddle, JT Riddle.
Nothing greater than throwing one pitch and getting 2 outs. And I don't think Bruce Bochy even asked how he felt when he came off the mound.
Probably not. Down low to Riddle.
You get the job done in the 7th, and automatically you're going to pitch the 8th.
Riddle hitting at .224. And it's wide. 2 balls and no strikes. On the ground, foul. So Dyson did not want to get to 3 balls to Riddle, so he gets the strike.
Well, the beautiful thing about Sam Dyson is that he has movement with everything. And it's nice to have big time sink at high velocity when you're behind the count 1-0, 2-0.
And a bit wide.
With a changeup. We first saw Dyson, I thought he was kind of a one-pitch guy, but boy, that's not even close to describing Sam Dyson. He can throw 4 different pitches at you, 2 different types of fastball.
Three and 2. And the payoff. Pop foul and out of play. Pitcher spot is on deck. Derek Dietrich is on deck. Tap to Belt. Belt to Dyson. 1 out. All right, let's check in with Amy G. Amy.
All right, we have a new member in the San Francisco Giants family, Brandon Crawford and his lovely wife Jalen, welcomed in their 4th child, healthy baby boy, Bryson Ryder, weighing in at 8 pounds 8 ounces 21 inches. He was born at 1:29 this afternoon. Brandon said that baby Bryson and mama Jalen are doing well. Have a year, Brandon Crawford. New baby, and he's playing like an all-star, so fans, you should probably send him there. The 2018 Camping World MLB All-Star Ballot, it's open exclusively online. Make sure Brandon, Posey, Belt, and your other Giants favorites are represented on this year's squad by voting at sfgiants.com/vote, and you can catch all the excitement of the 89th MLB All-Star Game on July 17th. Guys?
Here's Dietrich. How about Amy rolling into baby news to vote for the players? Huh?
Good segue, Amy G.
Here's Dietrich hitting .286. Takes a strike. If a right-hander started tonight, Dietrich could have been in the lineup. Outside corner at the knees, 1-2. At positions in the National League, they're your leaders. And I'll repeat what I said earlier. Just because Posey and Crawford are leading, it really means you have to vote more often, because fans in other cities are going to see that, and they're going to start voting for their guys. This is foul back.
Oh yeah, you've got to vote, and vote some more.
If Cub fans see Crawford leading, they're going to start overloading on their guy, Addison Russell. And they'll see the lead that Buster Posey has. Contreras, they're going to start voting for him. So vote. Belt, vote. Timeout is called. On the ground, this one to Panic, and Panic will throw to Belt.
Such a heavy sinker. And the break on his, and the movement on his sink, it's late. You can watch Dietrich. I mean, he gets out, and that movement, I mean, just gets him to reach. I mean, that's a two-strike hack. You don't mind having a two-strike count in a two-strike count, but when it's not a two-strike count, you don't want to have a swing like that. Good sinker will bring that swing about. And oh, by the way, you can throw it 95. The higher the velocity, the bigger the sink, the heavier it feels when you hit it. And the worse it feels on your hand when you don't hit it on the sweet spot.
Yeah, I think Mike, since he came over last year early, after his struggles in Texas, I think he's taken a little bit off of his fastball.
He doesn't overthrow it. Definitely a pitcher strike here. 95. Castro not enthusiastic. I don't blame him.
In the dirt, 2 balls and a strike. There you go.
Man, they got the wave down. See, that's the wave we like. Yep, Specs. A lot of Specs fans in the stands.
Two-one pitch. Here it is. 2-2.
That thing is just bottoming out at 94. This is almost like a left-handed breaking ball.
So Greg Minton, well, how do you get your ball to move? I don't know.
He didn't.
Got him, and that'll end the inning.
Nasty.
For the Giants, Buster Posey will lead things off.
It's unhittable.
We'll start at 6, and we'll have the game for you at 7 right here on NBC Sports Bay Area. You can watch the pregame live from Willie Mays Plaza. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Teheran Guerrero coming in now, 34th time. If you like hard fastballs, you have come to the right place, because this guy has got some serious giddy up. Also got a slider and a changeup to go with the high velocity fastball, but for the most part, he's just going to grip and rip. He's going to come at you with that good fastball, and when we say good, we are not exaggerating.
There's your changes. Dietrich in left, Maben in right, Anderson, Riddle, and Rojas. Posey on the ground to Riddle. 1 out. Buster was sitting on fastball from the moment he left the dugout.
It's not an easy guy to throw a fastball by.
So here's Mac Williamson. These are the at-bats where you wonder, well, how far would it go if Guerrero threw it as hard as he could and Williamson would swing as hard as he could.
500 feet. You'd have a chance for a 500-footer. Power on power.
The kid and his family still hanging in there.
That's a 93-mile-an-hour changeup. Aren't there many of those around?
That 16-inning game, Guerrero did not pitch in that game. He pitched in the game before that, where he threw 37 pitches. So that eliminated him from that long day game, which the Giants won. 3-1.
Man, he's tall, 6'7", 215-pounder. This is his 9th year of professional baseball, and he is a rookie out of Colombia, Boca Chica, Colombia.
Out of play.
Heads up. Matt Phillips, our ball dude, he's made a couple plays tonight.
It's the Phillip twins.
Mike Phillips, his twin brother, on the third base side. There's Mike. He's had a pretty quiet night down the left field line.
Are you shocked they're the same age? $60. All back.
Seriously, if these two guys hooked up on one of his 99-mile-an-hour fastballs and the velocity of the bat speed from Williamson, they seriously have a chance of hitting the Coke bottle here.
And the walk.
Not tonight.
Joe Panic. RBI single, put the Giants on the board in the second. Then a fly ball, then a strikeout. Joe Panic had the day off yesterday. And a quick toss to first, and Williamson is back.
Williamson's got base stealing speed, and one thing about Guerrero is, I mean, he is not quick out of the stretch. Takes him a little while. It's 6'7" tall to unwind and get rid of the ball. 1.21 there. That's pretty good. If he could be under 1.25, that's average unload time. That'd be good for a guy his size.
High fly ball to left. It'll be Dietrich who is there, and he makes the catch. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval with a home run in the second. Since then, he's flied out twice.
Now this was the big swing of the bat for the Giants tonight. It was a home run in the 3-run second inning off the bat of Pablo Sandoval. 2 RBIs with that swing of the bat. 24th and 25th on the year.
Well, he attacked that 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and he fouls it out of play.
He's down there around the knees too, or he likes a good natural low ball hitter from the left side. Sandoval naturally left-handed, taught himself how to throw right-handed, so he could play other positions in the infield.
One and two. That's Jason Schmidt-like right there.
Big time movement. Yeah, I think that was a 2-seam fastball. It could have been a 95-mile-an-hour changeup. Whatever it was, I think it's illegal in about 14 states.
I totally agree. And that'll squirt away, and Williamson will head down to second base. So Sandoval now an opportunity with a runner in scoring position. And another one gets away. And now Williamson at third.
Real Muto, I mean, one of the hardest pitches to block is the fastball because it can skip on you. And when a guy's throwing it at 99, at times you can't even put your body in position to block it.
Yeah, you hope it hits the umpire somewhere.
Exactly. I mean, that's a catcher's old leg.
Manny Gonzalez had to feel fortunate.
Yeah, I think Manny Gonzalez, the plate umpire, I'm happy those aren't hitting off of him.
Manny, good job tonight. And the payoff. Got him. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe. 4-2 Giants. When it's time for a change, thanks Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Hunter Strickland coming in, trying to record his 15th save on the year. He's 14 out of 17 on the season with an ERA of 2.01. He's been throwing the ball great and with a lot of confidence.
And he's facing Anderson, and Anderson takes a called strike. On deck is Realmuto and then Bohr. In tight. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and two. Everybody pretty much straight away. The lone exception might be Belt, who's quite a ways off the line at first.
I mean, that type of defense gives you an idea of the hitter. You don't load up a defense like that. That's a guy who doesn't use the whole field, which is what Anderson does.
2 and 2.
He's got good power to right field. We saw it firsthand in Miami. Opposite field home run in that series.
Yep. Strickland gets the sign from Buster Posey. And he spoils that slider low and away. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes as Freddie Gonzalez will give it to one of the Phillips twins who totally botched it.
Well,
easy now.
The Phillips brothers, they've had a little rough night with the weather. All right, here we go. I got you.
That explains one thing. The Phillips brothers are here because of their personality.
Yeah. First guys you invite to a party. Leave your gloves at home.
3 and 2. There's Realmuto. Strickland's job, force Anderson to hit his way on here to open up the 9th. Out of play.
Well, at that velocity in a 2-strike count, you do have to expand, but I think that Anderson just swung at ball 4, so Strickland getting a reprieve here.
Three-two pitch is not close. Here's Realmuto.
Well, a mistake from Strickland. Now he's going to have to face the heart of this lineup where all the power is. And he's going to have to face a tie and run.
Realmuto is going to roll this one into left center field. It's going to score Anderson. And it's a 4-3 game. So now the tying runs at second base with nobody out.
Trying to get ahead with a first pitch breaking ball. And Realmuto was sitting on it. And that back leg totally timed to off speed. Finds a gap. And an easy score from Anderson at first. So with a one-run game now, it becomes a strikeout situation with a runner at second, nobody out for Strickland.
Here's Bohr. Bohr is 0 for 3. One ball and no strikes.
Saw Buster Posey come out of the squat. He kind of rotated his upper body to let Strickland know you're throwing around your release point. What Posey wants to see is that hand come straight through to the target. And that's a problem right now because Strickland does not have his release. Not a guy you normally worry about throwing strikes. And quality strikes. But right now he's a little out of whack.
Maben is on deck.
Kurt Young going to come out and he's going to try and find some quick mechanical fixes here for Strickland. And this is one of the toughest challenges for any pitching coach. Is when you lose your release point as a pitcher, your confidence goes right with it. Right now, he just has to get in the strike zone. And that makes you vulnerable, especially to a guy with power like Bohr. I mean, he's looking for a middle-in gift right above the knees that he can knock out of here.
Well, he's exceptionally good fastball hitter.
Giants bunch the gaps, they give him the line. And that's what he needed.
So the walk. And the red alert.
That Hurd is down there. So Eli Whiteside heading down. Giants are going to get some bullpen going.
Guerin and Watson.
Reyes Moranta.
Actually, Guerin
Tony
would
Watson.
help out protecting the catcher. There's a strike to Maben, who maybe showed like he was going to bunt, or he may have been taking all the way. So Urania is the pinch runner at first.
One of the starting pitchers.
Belt coming in. And the bunt, and it's popped back and out of play.
You know, that's the problem with a guy like Maben, who's got good speed. When you put on a sacrifice bunt, a lot of times he tries to bunt it like he's drag bunt. So the Giants pick up a big strike, puts him in a 2-strike count. So now he'll swing the bat.
Foul back. He challenged him with a fastball. It remains at no balls and 2 strikes. Maben and Strickland have some history. It's 3 at bats for Maben, and Maben's 0 for 3. Up the middle. Tomlinson's got it. They get the force play there, and a nice play. Boy, I saw that one going into center field.
Yeah, you bet. I mean, that's a nice play to just stop the ball from going to center field, to get it out at second. I mean, that's gravy. So they get the force. Miami gets a run over to third base with less than 2 outs. So in a way, everybody's kind of happy. But there's the defensive glove work from Kelby Tomlinson tonight, who's really been good.
Oh, really protective swing by Maybin, and it almost pulled it off. Well, here's Brinson, and this basically is the same situation as the Giants had in that extra inning game in the 9th inning when Brinson ended up with a sacrifice fly. Here he takes up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Brinson doubled in the 5th. He's 1 for 2. He drew a walk in the 7th. So he dusts himself off and he gets right back in. Out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's what Brinson likes. I mean, he's a middle away guy, long arm swinger, 6'5". Got average speed at third base with Real Muto.
Tomlinson and Panic are going to go for 2 on a ball hit right at him. 1 and 2.
And now Strickland can go for the strikeout. Brinson not an easy guy to double up. He's only hit it a 3 on the year. Great speed.
At the belt. And a base hit to right field in front of McCutchen. And McCutchen's throw is going to go to third. It's cut off. The throw to third is not in time. And this game is tied.
Marlins not ready to call it a night.
Brinson may have said something to Strickland, because Strickland has got a pretty good stand guy going. So here's Rojas.
High fastball. Got a little swing of the bat, and Brinson doing a little chirping, not appreciated by Strickland.
Strike to Rojas.
I mean, it's still a strikeout situation for Strickland here, with 1 out and a runner at third.
And that pitch is low. One ball and 1 strike with Maybin at third and Brinson at first.
Have to suppress your anger. You've got to pitch the situation. Keep that runner at first base close. Don't let Brinson walk into a lead.
to right. And a base hit. Maybin's going to score. And Brinson goes to third. And Bruce Bochy's coming out.
Now Strickland's going to walk by Brinson, who's at third base on the way to the dugout.
Yes, he is. And he's actually walking to third. So we're going to take a break. Things have changed. It's 5-4 Miami. Facing Derek Dietrich. And the Giants pull the infield in. And there's a bunt to Sandoval. Sandoval will check the runner at third.
I don't believe that was a sign that Don Mattingly gave Dietrich. I think he did that on his own.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
Tony Watson coming in for the 33rd time. A tremendous first half at a 1.91 ERA.
That was Riddle, by the way, who bunted. Not Dietrich. This is Dietrich.
I got to believe Riddle's going to be talked to by a coach after that at bat.
No balls and one strike. Yeah.
I mean, you run third base in less than 2 outs. I mean, that's not a bunt situation.
He is fast. I mean, he has used that weapon to get base hits. Dietrich grounded out in the 8th inning. Here he rolls this one foul. So Strickland left, and he had his say so.
So this is game 1 of the 3-game series. Stay tuned.
Now, look, there's no way that Strickland was trying to do anything to Brinson at the plate. But before the Marlins get all worked up over this, remember, the Giants lost Longoria to a broken hand.
And Straley, the pitcher, starting pitcher who hit Longoria. I mean, he's going to pitch in the series.
Yeah, and Straley's not trying to hit Longoria. And that'll end the inning. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Is their closer. It's Kyle Bearclaw. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts.
See the numbers for Bearclaw, who has inherited the closer role. 5 saves on the year, 33 strikeouts, and 31 innings. But look at the hits allowed, just 9. Fastball, slider, and a changeup. Native of the Bay Area. Went to Wilcox High School down in Santa Clara, then he went on to St. Mary's College. So a local kid, and he's got a great arm.
So he'll be facing Kelby Tomlinson, then Alan Hansen, and then Gorky Hernandez. Holiday now catching. Realmuto goes to first. And Tomlinson takes high. Bearclaw is a local kid and he's good. One ball and 1 strike.
You see Alan Hansen chalk it up.
And a foul, 1-2.
Bearclaw putting the pressure right on Kelby Tomlinson. Coming right at him with fastballs.
And he got him with a breaking ball.
There's the breaking ball. Saved it for a 2-strike surprise and froze him. Explosive, late, big, and off the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. An 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball that quick. That's a big velocity difference.
So here's Hansen. Hansen's job is to try to get on and create some havoc on the bases. Down by 1. There's Gorky Hernandez. foul. On the right field line and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Had a good sound to it.
On the ground foul. It's 1-2.
Go back to June 6 when Al Hansen did this against the Diamondbacks. Brad Boxberger, the closer, that tied the score. So he is a guy that absolutely will let out some shaft in situations like this, even in a 2-strike count.
Hit to left, but it's in the park to Dietrich. 2 down. And here's Gorkis Hernandez. Gorkis' job right now, give Belt a shot. And a call strike.
Scratch to stay alive. Extend the inning. Get the big fellas up there. It's got a little power behind you. And there's that good breaking ball again.
And it is a good one.
Well, when you can break a big league hitter down with a breaking ball, I mean, that's an exceptional breaking ball.
Up the middle. Speared. And to first. And that's the ball game. So the Giants, who had this one, at least they thought they did, with a nice 2-run lead going to the 9th, watch the Marlins do what they did to them in South Florida, and that's keep coming back time and time again, and they did it again tonight.
Well, and the same 2 guys. I mean, Brian Anderson and JT Realmuto, they have been very, very hard on the Giants this year. It hasn't happened often with Strickland. He's been very, very good. Tonight was not his night.
Final score, Marlins 5, Giants 4. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Giants postgame live, presented by Toyota, starts right now.